Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Mark Madsen versus Grant Dawson. And how I see this one right here is I'm gonna go high confidence Grant Dawson to beat Mark Madsen. And yeah, Mark Madsen's a solid guy. He's a wrestler, silver medalist in Greco-Roman or something. Solid dude and that thing, but he's getting up to 8. I think he's like around 37. Grant Dawson, I think. Let me just pull up the Tapology real quick so I could just be correct about this. So 28, so he's still sub 30. Love that. He going there with a guy that's not even like a freestyle wrestler or a folk style wrestler, but a Greco-Roman wrestler. I mean, he's solid in the wrestling department in that freestyle and whatnot, but in the Greco, I mean not the Greco, but folk style and all that stuff. His fundamental wrestling is pretty solid, but I think Grant Dawson could address the wrestling. I think he's the more fleshed out fighter, and definitely he got wrestling energy. So I feel like Mark Madsen just really primarily and heavily just a wrestler. It's not like he even like a big smashing wrestler or anything. He got his pacing issues. Not really that big smashing wrestler. Not really big ground and pound, not that big finisher. So if he wins, he's gonna have to keep Dawson in the fight. Where Dawson could submit him, potentially knock him out, and like he could also outgrind him, out wrestle him to a decision potentially. But what I just see is I just feel like Grant Dawson should be able to outstrike him, should be able to outgrapple him, and should be able to use his submission skills to gain position. Maybe Madsen's out wrestling him in a wrestling sense. Grant Dawson can beat him with submissions to give up positions, and really make Madsen have to work harder. Whereas Dawson just flowing, Madsen having to work, work harder because all he got is wrestling. So everything he got to do is more intense. Where Dawson is filling him out, touching him, that Madsen trying to hit with, all this explosive energy, trying to throw heavy punches, trying to do in combination, trying, all this heavy work, trying to explode for takedowns, trying to scramble, trying to do this and that. Whereas Dawson is flowing with everything he's doing, constantly in his face, constantly making it work, and then eventually he started to get his own takedowns on Madsen, and then he started to get his own takedowns. I think it's a downhill slope from there. So I feel like competitive first round probably go Madsen. Then this fight goes on. Dawson starts to time his takedown, take his back, where I'm start peppering him, take up rounds, and then third round probably just have a tired Madsen, maybe even go for a takedown, just quickly take his back, and then start pounding on him, and just like sinking a rear naked choke on a tired Mark Madsen in the third round. So in this one, I got Grant Dawson via third round submission.